Addressing the nation on 12th May 2020, Honorable PM Narendra Modi announced a special economic package for an Atmanirbhar or self-reliant India. The comprehensive economic package, valued rupees 20 lakh crore, is equivalent to approximately 10% of India's GDP. Today we are going to discuss on a self-reliant India. Phase 2 is on poor, including migrants and farmers. Direct support to farmers and rural economy provided post-COVID. 3 crore farmers with agricultural loans of rupees 4.22 lakh crore availed the benefit of 3-month loan moratorium. Interest subvention and prompt repayment incentive on crop loans due from 1st March extended up to 31st May 2020. 25 lakh new Kisan credit cards sanctioned with a loan limit of rupees 25,000 crore. Liquidity support to farmers and rural economy provided post-COVID. 63 lakh loans of rupees 86,600 crore provided in agriculture between 1st March 2020 to 30th April 2020. Refinancing of rupees 29,500 crore provided by NABARD to cooperative banks and regional rural banks in March 2020. Support of rupees 4,200 crore provided under Rural Infrastructure Development Fund to states during March 2020 for rural infrastructure. Working capital limit of rupees 6,700 crore sanctioned for procurement of agricultural produce to state government entities since March 2020. Support for migrants and urban poor during last 2 months. Government of India has permitted state governments to utilize State Disaster Response Fund SDRF for setting up shelter for migrants and providing them food and water, etc. Central government also released rupees 11,002 crores of its contribution in advance to all states on 3rd April to augment funds in their SDRF. Hygienically prepared 3 meals a day provided for the residents of shelters for urban homeless during the lockdown with effective from March 28, 2020. 12,000 SHGs have produced 3 crore masks. 12,000 SHGs have produced 3 crore masks and 1.2 lakh liters of sanitizers. This gave additional employment opportunity to the urban poor. Disbursal of resolving fund RF to self-help groups was onboarded on Paisa portal in April 2020 on a pilot basis in Gujarat and is now being rolled out across all states in May 2020. 7,200 new self-help groups of urban poor has been formed during the period starting 15 March 2020. MGNREGS supports to returning migrants. 14.62 crore person days of work generated till 13 May 2020. Actual expenditure till date is around rupees 10,000 crore. Work offered to 2.33 crore wage seekers in 1.8 lakh gram panchayats. 40 to 50% more persons enrolled compared to May last year. Average wage rate rose to rupees 202 from rupees 182 in the last financial year. Drive being undertaken to enroll returning migrants. States, urban territories advised to provide work to migrant workers as per as the provisions of the Act. Planning for continuing MNREGA works in monsoon as well. Plantation, horticulture, livestock related sheds. Labor codes and benefits for workers. Universalization of right of minimum wages and timely payment of wages to all workers, including unorganized workers. Presently, minimum wages applicable to only 30% of workers. Statutory concept of national floor wage introduced will reduce regional disparity in minimum wages. Fixation of minimum wages simplified, leading to less number of rates of minimum wages and better compliance. Appointment letter for all workers. This will promote formalization. Annual health checkup for employees. Occupational safety and health code also applicable to establishments engaged in work of hazardous nature even with threshold of less than 10 workers. So another benefits for the workers is definition of interstate migrant worker modified in include migrant workers employed directly by the employer, workers directly coming to destination state of their own besides the migrant workers employed through a contractor. Portability of welfare benefits for migrant workers. Extension of ESIC coverage pan India to all districts and all establishments employing 10 or more employees as against those notified districts areas only. Extension of ESIC coverage to employees working in establishment with less than 10 employees on voluntary basis. Mandatory ESIC coverage through notification with the central government for employees in hazardous industries with less than 10 employees. Labor codes benefits for workers. Social security scheme for gig workers and platform workers. Reskilling fund introduced for retrenched employees. All occupations open for women and permitted to work at night with safeguards. Provision for social security fund for unorganized workers. Gratuity for fixed team employment. Provision of gratuity on completion of 1 year service as against 5 years. Measures announced. A number of measures were announced, business in general, MSMEs in particular. The measures which will help all businesses are listed again for your understanding. Rupees 3 lakh crore emergency working capital facility for businesses, including MSMEs. No global tender for government tenders of up to rupees 200 crore. Extending EPF support of business and organized workers for another 3 months for salary months of June, July and August 2020. Will provide liquidity for workers in MSME and other businesses. Employee Provident Fund contribution reduced for employers and employees for 3 months to 10% from 12% for all establishments for next 3 months. For workers not covered by government support under PM GKP and its extension. Will also help middle class employees. Will provide liquidity for workers in MSME and other businesses. Relief to contractors given by the extension of up to 6 months for completion of contractual obligations, including in respect of EPC and concession agreements. Tax relief to business as pending income tax refunds to charitable trusts and non-corporate businesses and professions to be issued immediately. Reduction in rates of tax deduction at source and tax collected at source by 25% for the remaining period of financial year 2021 and due dates for various tax related compliances extended will benefit all businesses. Free food grain supply to migrants for 2 months. Migrants in various states require food grain assistance. Migrants who are neither NFSA or state card beneficiaries in the state by their station will be provided 5 kg of grains per person and 1 kg channa for family per month for 2 months. About 8 crores migrants are expected to benefit. Rupees 3,500 crore will be spent on this intervention for 2 months. Cost will be fully borne by Government of India. State governments responsible for implementation, identification of migrants and full distribution and providing detailed guidelines. Technology systems to be used enabling migrants to access public distribution system ration from any fair price shop in India by March 2021. It's known as One Nation, One Ration Card. Migrant families are not able to access food in other states. This scheme will enable a migrant beneficiary to access public distribution system from any fair price shop in the country. Intrastate portability introduced in 20 states. Part of the PM's technology driven system reforms, 67 crore beneficiaries in 23 states covering 83% of PDS population will be covered by national portability by August 2020. 100% national probability will be achieved by March 2021. All the states and union territories will complete full FPS automation by March 2021. Affordable rental housing complexes for migrant workers and urban poor. Migrant labor urban poor face challenges in getting houses at affordable rent. Government will launch a scheme under PMAY for migrant labor urban poor to provide ease of living at affordable rent by point 1. Converting government funded housing into the cities into affordable rental housing complexes under PPP mode through concessionary. Point 2. Incentivizing manufacturing units, industries, institutions, associations to develop affordable rental housing complexes on their private land and operate. And point 3. Incentivizing state government agencies, central government organizations on the similar lines to develop affordable rental housing complexes and operate. Ministry will issue detailed guidelines. Rupees 1,500 crores interest subvention for Mudra Shishu loans. Small businesses under Mudra have been disrupted the most and has also impacted their capacity to pay EMIs. Loan moratorium has already been granted by Reserve Bank of India. The current portfolio of Mudra Shishu loan is rupees 1.62 lakh crore, maximum loan amount of 50,000 rupees. Government of India will provide interest subvention of 2% for prompt payees for a period of 12 months. Relief of rupees 1,500 crore to Mudra Shishu loanees. Rupees 5,000 crore special credit facility for street vendors. Adverse impact on the livelihoods of the street vendors due to COVID-19. Government will launch a special scheme within a month to facilitate easy access to credit to street vendors. Initial working capital up to rupees 10,000. Digital payments will be incentivized through monetary rewards and enhanced working capital credit would be made available for good repayment behavior. Will support early 50 lakh street vendors. Will provide liquidity of rupees 5,000 crores. Rupees 70,000 crore boost to housing sector and middle income group through extension of credit linked subsidy scheme. Credit linked subsidy scheme for middle income group with an annual income of rupees 6 to 18 lakhs was operationalized from May 2017. Credit linked subsidy scheme was extended up to 31st March 2020. Scheme was benefited 3.3 lakh middle class people so far. Government will extend the credit linked subsidy scheme up to March 2021. 2.5 lakh middle income families will benefit during 2020 and 2021. Will lead to investment of over rupees 70,000 crores in housing, will create jobs, will stimulate demand for steel, cement, transport and other construction material. Rupees 6,000 crore employment to push using compensatory of afforestation management and planning authority funds. There is a need to create job opportunities for our citizens. Compensatory Afforestation Management and Planning Authority, CAMPA, set up under Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act 2016. Plans worth rupees 6,000 crores will be approved shortly. Funds to be used by the state governments for afforestation and planting works, including in urban areas. Artificial regeneration, assisted natural regeneration. Forest management, soil and moisture conservation works. Forest protection, forest and wildlife related infrastructure development, wildlife protection and management, etc. It will create job opportunities in urban, semi urban, and rural areas. It will create job opportunities for tribals and Adivasis. Rupees 30,000 crores additional emergency working capital funding for farmers through NABARD. Inadequate financial resources with small and marginal farmers. RRBs and rural cooperative banks are main source for credit. NABARD will extend additional refinance support of rupees 30,000 crore for crop loan requirement of rural cooperative banks and RRBs. This is over and above rupees 90,000 crore to be provided by NABARD through the normal refinance route during this year. Front-loaded on-tap facility to 33 state cooperative banks, 351 district cooperative banks and 43 RRBs available on tap based on their lending. To benefit around 3 crore farmers, mostly small and marginal farmers. To meet post-harvest Rabi current Kharif requirement in May-June. Rupees 2 lakh crore concessional credit boost to 2.5 crore farmers through Kisan credit cards. Special drive to be undertaken to provide concessional credit to PM Kisan beneficiaries through Kisan credit cards. Fishermen and animal husbandry farmers will also be included in this drive. This will enable such farmers to gain access to institutional credit at concessional interest rates. 2.5 crore farmers will be covered and will benefit from credit flow of about rupees 2 lakh crores.